Last week, our Steve Harris introduced us to a war veteran who's dedicated much of his free time to helping homeless veterans.
As you may recall, Steve helped him set up a GoFundMe page, and since our story ran, support has really poured in. Steve revisited Albert St. Clair this week in a special midweek Harris Hero update.
Last Friday, I introduced you to Army veteran Albert St. Clair.
No, this is trash. I'm going to take.
He's a pretty busy guy, riding with the Patriot Guard and the American Legion Riders, and a chef at Longhorn Steakhouse in O'Fallon, Missouri.
You want some coffee?
Most of his free time is spent in this camp just outside St. Louis, helping homeless veterans. Now, this is something Albert's been doing for about 19 years. So one of his fellow veterans told me about him. I gave him a call. And at first, he was a little hesitant about doing a story, but what sold him on it was how many homeless veterans he could help.
All right, that's how we do that.
After his story aired, Albert got countless emails and phone calls, carloads of clothing donations.
The impact was just overwhelming. The community that has reached out with their hearts and donations.
Donations to a GoFundMe page that started with $300 and now total $4,300.
Well, we're planning on setting up a couple of the veterans in an apartment down there near Tent City, taking care of their rent for at least a year there and letting them get started.
And the 80-year-old Korean War veteran they call Pops, Albert's moving him.
So this will be Pop's room.
Here, the spare bedroom in his own home. What does this do to you to know how much people care about veterans?
Oh, it really warms our hearts, all the veterans that are involved that I know of, that I've spoken to. It's really, really touching and emotional to see that people do care.
What would you say to the people that have helped out?
Thank you so much, and God bless you.
Yeah, he's a lot of people also volunteered to give him furniture because he sold most of his to buy supplies. Well, he's going to use that furniture to furnish the apartment that he's getting for the vets. Also, the clothing really helps him free up his time to do other things besides find donations to help them out. Had one lady called, and her husband had passed away a couple weeks ago. She gave all of his clothing. I went and picked it up and took it to Albert yesterday. He was very appreciative. Lots of other local veterans have chipped in to help now, too, doing things. The American Legion Riders 313 of Old Sound St. Peter's, AMVETS Post 1 Kirkwood, Patriot Guard Riders, Big St. Charles Harley Davidson. They all help him out. The main thing with him, he said, this is a real testament to the giving hearts of people. Really touched him.
It's tough to see so many people doing so much to help our veterans who sacrifice for our country.
And you think of the ripple effects of what these people can really get their lives on track and have a brighter future.
Exactly.
Great story, Steve. Thanks.
All right.